Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite podcast. This is Are You Garbage?
Oh, yeah.
It's that little show we sit down with your favorite comedians, and we find that if they're good to be classy, but they're just a big old piece of trash.
Trash.
I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day. We're out back here at Tootie's in the new edition. X-rays came back negative.
Okay.
It's only meniscus damage in her left knee, and Tootie will be ready for the start of the NFL season.
I can't wait. It's good for her.
Mike Host is coming at you from right next to me. He is the CEO of Are You Garbage? He is an international businessman and my best pal in the whole wide world, and I worked in that Tootie for like 2 hours and didn't even like it. Give it up for KJ, Kevin James Ryan, everybody.
What up, gang? Shout out to you. Thanks for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. Also, full video available over there on Spotify. And I got to be honest, we're climbing the charts over there on Spotify. We're coming for that number one spot. Right. Then, obviously, the greatest website of all time, www.patreon.com/areyouggarbages. Just past 15,000 Patreons over there. Go check it out, gang.
Yes, sir. And, gang, we couldn't be more excited to have our incredibly, and I mean incredibly special guest back with us again today. We only got to the age of 19.
Yeah.
That's the level of garbage we're dealing with. He is in the running for the king of garbage. He's been talked about almost every episode since he's been here.
Sure.
He's got a brand new special out on Netflix right now, Wet Heat. Do yourself a favor and give it up for Mr. Dusty Slay, everybody.
Okay.
The king is back.
Well, I'm so pumped to be here. This is the best podcast I've ever done.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
People really liked it, and I was like, how would I ever do another episode? I almost was like, I'm afraid to do another episode because people would be like, he was garbage in his early life, but he couldn't keep it going.
I mean, listen.
Well, after 19, did you end up going to the Sorbonne or Oxford or something like that?
No. I kept it going.
I think we'll be all right. Buddy, how are you? Congrats on the special.
Thank you. I'm doing great.
What's this number of this Netflix special? Your second? Your third?
It's my second Netflix special, but I do have a half hour that I did before.
Right.
Okay.
And then I also have an hour on YouTube. So, it could be.
Guy's cranking out material.
He's killing it, man. He's killing it.
Guy stands and delivers material.
I love
Yeah,
the
it's
title,
about a
too.
70-minute special. And then this guy, I saw a comment.
Really
of course,
fucking bragging over here.
Well, yeah.
I like 22 minutes myself.
Well, I find the negative comment. This guy goes, he did 2 old jokes. And they had to be like, and I know one of them, but but it's a new setup for.
Sure.
I was like, I can do this. It was on my Netflix half hour, but I was like, I could do this, and it'll help get into this other thing. But it's like 30 seconds of old jokes, and it's 70 minutes. I could have just did 60.
60 and a half.
Right. It's like, don't be upset about that 30 seconds.
Yeah, you that's how you rework stuff. You find out this fits
This
over
is a
here.
guy. This is a guy who doesn't have material for our new tour.
It's hard writing material. I got fresh stuff in my pocket right now. And it's not old. It's certified pre-owned.
Right. And it's also like the half hour, I felt like I didn't know if people really saw it.
Sure, listen.
Yeah.
So I want them
You
to
don't gotta
see it.
It's
explain
one
us.
guy.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
And he deleted his comment.
Oh, man, you are.
I did comment. I get on there. I get into the comments.
You're in it deep.
I can't
Might have
help
had something to do with you swatting his house. Yeah, that's so funny now, huh? All right, let's get back into it. All right, last we left you, you were 19. You had signed up for the Army and then got immediately released because of a little smoking doobage, I think is what it was.
Yeah, I got arrested
Right.
for I had weed and alcohol in the car.
Okay.
I was drinking in the car, but I wasn't. Listen, I was ready to join the Army. I was committed to that. I was running. I quit smoking cigarettes. I was ready. My recruiter was like, "Hey, you're about to join. You're about to go in. You're about to get shipped off." And he's like, "I know you like to smoke weed, so he's like, if you're gonna do it tonight, because you'll get shipped off in 30 days and you'll get another drug test." So
That's a crazy thing for a recruiter
yeah,
to say.
he did say, I shouldn't say this.
Oh, fair enough.
All good ideas follow that. Listen, between me and you, don't get fucked up today.
And then I went and hung out with some buddies, and then we were going to go meet these girls that I'd never met.
It's like a country song.
Yeah.
Go hang with some buddies, meet some girls.
I don't even know if
that
the
was
girls,
definitely an open field.
Yeah, I don't even know if they were real because I didn't know them prior, and I never made it to their house.
Never met them,
and we never followed up. You know,
those are good old days when it was just like a group of, like, oh, there's a group of girls at the next school.
Yeah,
they may or may not have existed.
Yeah, and, we were on our way out the door. A buddy goes, hey, you guys want these beers? And he goes, I'm not going to drink them. So me and my friend, we took the 2. All we had to do was not open them,
Sure.
There was no reason to
open them. 2 beers?
2 beers.
That's...
One for me, one for him.
Gentlemen, you would think the Army would want a kid like that. This guy fucking parties. He's ready to go.
You would think.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know about that.
But on the way, we opened them. And there was, again, we could have just... Because I thought, well, this will be cool. We're
pull up to the
girl's house. We're drinking. We're getting out of the car. Look at us. We've been drinking and driving.
That is pretty cool. I gotta get
just joined the Army. What's up?
Yeah, I think so.
Ship it out tomorrow.
But we get pulled over because I'm on the interstate and my exit is next.
Interstate.
Yeah, my exit is next, and the cop's there, and he's going real slow, and I'm like, what do I do? Do I go
got
up?
chicks on the line.
He's driving?
Let's go.
He's driving. And I pull up behind him, and I'm like, do I...
Hit the lights?
I'm like, do I pass him
Beer's
and
getting
then
warm here,
immediately get off, or do I drive behind him real slow? So I kind of did both. I drove behind him real slow, and then I go, I can't do this. So then I went around.
This is suspicious.
Oh, you idiot.
I know.
That's crazy.
And then when I got off...
Cops don't like it when you pass them.
I know. But I was like, he's going too slow. It seems suspicious to ride behind him.
I do get that, too, though. Like,
Yeah.
this is entrapment.
Yeah.
This is setup.
Plus, you're high and drunk.
Right.
Losing my buzz here, bro.
Right, if I'm sober, you just go right around.
Yeah.
It's not weird.
You risk the ticket. But
You just drove in the middle lane real slow with your lights on, high beams on?
But I had the idea. Somebody told me one time that if a cop's following you, just pull over and then take the keys out of the ignition, and then you're like, I'm not driving.
That's dirtbag
Yeah,
logic,
that doesn't
though.
work.
I don't know if it's true, but that's what someone told me.
Well, how did you
don't
get
think-
here, sir? I don't recall.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what they say. And
sitting there eating your keys.
and I did use this a couple of times later in life. But this time I said, you know what? No, I'm just going to keep going. And then I got pulled over.
So did he pull you off? Did he exit with you?
He exited with me and then pulled me over.
Fucked.
And then I just had these 2 open beer bottles. So I'm like, well, I could leave it here and just let him see it, or I could stuff it under the seat, let it spill out, and him smell it. And that's what I did. I stuffed it under the seat.
I respect that.
And then my friend had weed in his pocket, and he stuffed it in his beer bottle. So then it became mine because it's in my car now.
He couldn't jump on that charge for you and go,
No.
hey.
Actually, his dad confronted me later wanting me to take the charge for both.
Whoa.
Because his son had been in trouble with me a couple of times.
Oh, you're a bad apple.
But
that Dusty's a bad
But
seed.
it was him getting me in trouble.
Okay.
This time.
Both times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had a party at my house once. This guy got...
Sounds like you're the best. Sounds like it's your party at your house, Dust. I don't know how to break that to you. You're the bad guy.
So one time I kidnapped this lady. All right? Stay with me.
Yeah, this guy, and then a guy showed up that everybody was a little annoyed with.
This is at the trailer.
This was at my mom's house. We moved out when I was 15 out of the trailer into a house just in time to get a driver's license, so I didn't have to have Lot 8 Morse Trailer Park on my driver's license.
Sure. Oh, that's
which is
I remember that, yeah.
Which was good for me. But really good for me. But
got me into Harvard.
But, so I had a party, and this guy showed up that everybody was a little annoyed with. So my buddy, who was with me in the car, went over, smacks this guy, and then the guy leaves. And I think he called the police.
Oh, what a dick.
Yeah. So anyway.
And the place got raided.
Yeah, and then the cops came. And,
how old were you at this time? With the party?
17.
And what'd they do?
Well, they just came and busted the party, and it was cool. There were some out-of-town girls there. It was gonna be a great
It's gonna be a
night.
good party.
Yeah. It was like one of the best.
I feel like the South has a lot of out-of-town girls.
Yeah.
Out-of-town girls.
It was gonna be a good one.
They made the drive. Oh, they got on the interstate.
Yeah.
The whole nine.
Officer, we got out-of-town broads here.
I got out-of-town trim on the way. You're jamming me up.
They were, and the cops were there, and I could see other people about to pull in, and realizing the cops were there. I was like, this was gonna get so good.
Yeah.
And then I got arrested. I didn't get arrested. The cops just called my mom.
That's nice.
So my mom came home with her boyfriend, who was also drunk.
Hold on, where was your mom? Wasn't away?
My mom, she was at her boyfriend's house.
You threw a party when your mom was in town?
She would be gone for days at a time.
Okay, so she was over there. She stays over there.
Out of town trim right there.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all doing it. We're all doing it.
Got some out of town broads lined up.
Her boyfriend calls you up. I got out-of-town girls over here. You're fucking me up now. Okay, that makes sense.
That's funny.
Because you know.
Sorry, I do have to say I apologize for referring to your mom as trim. I had to take
No,
this
that's funny, though, right?
But you realize that you don't throw a party at your house unless your parents or mom is out of town. She's just over at her boyfriend's house.
Yeah, I mean,
But she's staying there, probably.
it was technically a different town.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm with Dusty on this one.
But she's not on vacation.
But
She
No.
could come back if she forgot something.
Yes.
But at 17, that's
I
you're
understand.
taking that swing.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
I don't think his mom's going to Turks and Caicos for the next few weeks. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah. So that's out of town.
She showed up when I was having parties,
Would
and
she care a lot, or just
she would not be happy that all these people were in the house, but usually everybody kept it cool, and it wasn't like
low key?
It wasn't like the house was so pristine that there was things did get broken, but it was
Gotcha.
not that big of a deal. But
That's Rent-A-Center's problem, huh?
yeah,
Call up Shaq.
I'm only leasing this shit. Beat it.
yeah, I quit making payments anytime.
They come back and pick this up right away. I don't want it no more.
I like it. Okay. So the cops break it up.
They break it up. And then my friend who slapped the guy was in his car, in the driveway, out the window, throw up on the side of his car. So he gets his parents called too. Everybody else just has to go home.
Good old days.
That's
Just
good.
go home.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
It's his, it's his fault
That's
that he
him.
got in trouble, I mean, sure, I had the party. But
Right.
Handle yourself.
Yeah, that's not on you.
Yeah.
That's not on you at all. But since that happened, the dad's kind of looking at you as the...
Yeah. So now it's me and that guy again in the car getting arrested. And
You got arrested this time.
this time when I got pulled over, I did get arrested.
Got open beers in your car.
The open beer.
You remember what the beer was?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I would think it was a Bud Light.
Sure.
That was kind of the beer.
Probably not an import.
No.
Probably not-
It wasn't a Newcastle.
No, definitely not an import. I would have said no to at that point, I would have said no to
The hell is even that?
Yeah.
Boy, what are you doing drinking Hohengarten? That's an extra charge in this county.
I'm going to need to see your passport.
Is that a fucking orange in your beer?
So we never made it to the girls. And then we ended up in jail, local, at my hometown. And there was a guy in my cell who we knew some similar people. And another guy.
That was very defense attorney.
Yeah.
We had known similar people.
And then another guy down the way we went to high school with, and he yelled to me. So it was fun. I mean, it was like, hey, it's a nice reunion here.
Right.
And then, and then I called my brother-in-law. He came and bailed me out because he's the one guy that wouldn't tell on me. Now, I wrote a joke about this, that he came to pick me up in a dump truck. He says it was a tow truck. I don't remember, but either way, he came and picked me up.
I mean, I think the fact if you're arguing over a tow truck or dump truck,
Yeah.
it's safe to say.
And I always said that my nightmare was a 5-year-old's dream. I got to ride in a police car and a dump truck all in one day.
That's a good bit. That's a good bit. I don't care if you did that on a half hour. That's a good bit.
That's all right.
Yeah. I've
does your-
reused that joke a few times.
Yeah.
How does your brother-in-law have access to both? A dump truck or...
Well, that was the kind of work he did. He would, he
Jack
had
of all trades.
He had a lot of jobs where the weather determined whether he went to work.
Okay.
Okay.
A lot of road work.
Right.
And I guess, all right, so at 19, this is you get busted, you're not joining the Army.
So now the Army recruiter comes to I have to go in and tell them. I go, hey, I got arrested. So the Army recruiter's now trying to figure out how to still get me
They
in.
can't get you in with a DUI?
Well,
Was it a DUI?
No, it was underage consumption of alcohol
Nice.
and possession of marijuana. So I had those two things.
How did the
both
possession
misdemeanors.
change up?
Yeah, I mean, I got youthful offender, which means it's not on my record.
Nice.
That sounds pretty religious. Yeah, youthful.
Sounds like a good name for a band. Youthful Offender.
Yeah,
Good Christian
probably
band.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But and then the recruiter now is like trying to he's concocted a lie to he said I have a big family reunion that I need to go to, so I need my ship-off date moved because my court date comes after my ship-off date, so I can't go.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I could go in.
This guy's a closer.
Yeah. He came to my house, and he was ringing the doorbell, knocking on the door, and I was like, I'm just not going to answer. And he stayed until I did.
No shit.
I don't think he was ever going to leave. I would still be trapped in the house. He would still be ringing the doorbell. This guy was not going to leave.
Oh, closer.
I like it.
I think it's hard to get recruits.
Yeah.
This was pre 9/11 too, so I don't know. But anyway,
Yeah, that was tough. My dad was a naval recruiter. He said the easiest time was right after Top Gun came out.
Oh
He
yeah,
said it was like signing up.
He's got to that do anything for you?
I bet so. I mean, I was just trying to get out of my hometown, trying to get some college money,
Some out-of-town girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Maybe
out-of-country
I could go to them. They don't have to come to me.
Yeah,
now.
you're out of town guy.
Yeah. And that's what I wanted to be, an out-of-town guy. I'd never been an out-of-town guy.
Yeah.
You know? But he drove me to the thing. They denied the request. So then I had to get a lawyer. And then I ended up getting 9 months suspended license, several fines, community service. It seemed like a lot.
Yeah.
What was the community service you had to do?
I had to go pick up trash.
No shit.
The guy was great though. The trash guy.
Yeah?
He was like I did like half the time, and he goes, you're good.
Sign the sheet.
Yeah,
That was 10 hours today. Yeah.
yeah.
On
He
the
was
highway,
great. Yeah.
down there.
And even then, there were guys. I mean, my town was not so small, but small enough. There were guys in jail on the bus that I knew.
Hey man, what's up?
Yeah, and they were trying to get me to bring them stuff, and I was like, listen, I'm not. I'm on probation.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get in worse trouble.
Like bring sandwiches or like bring stuff?
Like gum.
Oh,
but I was
okay.
like, if you're not allowed to have gum,
I'm not bringing it.
I'm not going to bring it to you.
That's a real good point. Gum? You can't have gum?
You're jammed up if you can't have gum. Okay.
I don't know what situation you're in where you can't get a stick and chew at any point.
But the state of Tennessee has said this cannot happen.
Yeah. Gang, this is an ad by BetterHelp.
Yes.
As you know, Kevin and I started our mental health journey not that long ago. We're both working on ourselves.
Speak for yourself.
You know, going off the rails on a crazy train. Gang, listen, here's the turkey. Here's the bottom line. If you got something that you're dealing with, whether it's big, whether it's small, whatever it is, could be something from your childhood, or it could be just something you need to talk through. I'm telling you right now, as a guy who resisted talk therapy, BetterHelp will help you. Go online, talk to a licensed therapist in your own home. You don't gotta go to an office. You don't gotta deal with this. You don't gotta deal with that. You can immediately start getting something off your chest that you need to get off. And I promise you, BetterHelp will help.
Yes. And these days with the internet and your phone, there's videos. Hey, cold plunge, do that. Do the info. Do all these different things that can
it out, baby.
Can or cannot help. It's tough to find out what works for you, and use trusted resources. And talking to a live therapist can get you personalized recommendations and help you break through all of the noise. Let's talk cheddar. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/garbage. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/garbage.
Kev, let's talk about true classics. You see this piece of crap right here?
Okay.
Not a true classic. That's why it's itchy. That's why it's hugging up at my throat. That's why it doesn't hug the guns, and it's tight around my waist, and I look like an absolute bozo. If I was smart, I would have grabbed the T-shirt right next to it, which is a true classic, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. And you don't want to be an idiot, so do yourself a favor, get over to True Classics and get the best T-shirts you're ever going to wear. And here's the other thing.
What's that?
Let me tell you this, Pinhead.
Okay. I don't know why you got beef with me, but sure.
They got a whole bunch of
It's
stuff.
not my
over
fault
there.
you picked a bad shirt today. You should have went True Classics. I've been telling you True Classics for years, and you're doing bozo shirts.
Ruined my whole day.
Which is ruining my day.
The best T-shirts in the game, True Classics. They also have tons of active wear, so do yourself a favor. Go to that website. You know the rest.
Yeah, forget overpriced brands.
I'm out.
Skip the cheap throwaway stuff. True Classic is built for comfort, built to last, built to give back, baby. You can find them at Target, Costco, or head to trueclassics.com/garbage and try them for yourself. Do it. Yeah. All right, so what's the living situation? Are you on your own? You with your parents? Or with your mom?
You're at your mom.
I'm still living with my mom.
Still living at your mom.
New house.
But after this, and it's a little fuzzy on the timeline. It could
sure.
have
I got
happened
you.
right before or after, but
All them beers in you.
yeah, I bought the trailer that I grew up in.
I remember
this?
that. Yes.
Yeah, for $1,000.
And you and your
Right?
boys were hanging out
And
there.
we all moved back there.
Okay,
And then
we did touch that.
And then that's where I lived until about 2003. This was all happening in 2000.
Okay.
The arrest. And so I lived there till about 2003, and then I moved to Charleston, South Carolina.
So this is the left turn right here. You didn't go to the Army.
Didn't go to the Army.
Had you thought about comedy?
No, comedy never crossed my mind.
Nice.
I just was like,
Me
I
either.
need to get out of here.
Until I was 30.
I was like, I got to get out of here. Now, I love my hometown. Actually, this past year, I went back to my hometown. I got to be the Grand Marshal of the Christmas Parade.
Whoa.
And a key to the city.
That's pretty good. Look at that.
Did you tell us
Yeah.
this last time?
No, this has just happened.
You got a key.
You
to
might be the
the
first
city.
guy that has a key to the city.
Yeah.
Small city.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Thank
You
you.
should run for mayor or
A
something.
should.
key to the city.
And even
Was it big? or
well,
is it just like
it's
a
a
little-
small key.
Small key.
But
Small
it's
town.
in a case. Yeah.
Did you ever see the cop that pulled you over or no? Was he
I worked at Office Depot after that, and I did see
What were
that
you
guy.
doing there?
Well, this was in between moving.
oral surgery. What do you think he was doing
Well, I
there?
was delivering pizzas, and then when I lost my license, I couldn't deliver pizza anymore. So I went to work at Office Depot, stocking shelves.
Nice.
And
Is that a good gig?
It is a good gig. I was getting high a lot.
Air
and,
conditioned?
air conditioned
Inside?
inside, and I started being the receiving manager, but I wasn't the manager. I was just the receiver, I guess. And so I would go in at 6 a.m., unload the truck. So I was like, it was perfect because you can get really high at 5:30 a.m. and everybody just thinks you're sleepy.
That's pretty good.
So for 2 hours,
long
the store's not open. I'm high, unloading the truck.
Gummy bears, whatever.
Yeah, and it was great.
That's pretty good. So you see the cop.
I see the cop. I don't do anything, but I do see
I didn't think you
him.
were going to beat him
Yeah,
up. or
no
anything.
kidding.
He was still in uniform.
Really?
And I wanted to.
He didn't recognize you?
No, I mean, I guess, he probably arrested a lot of people.
Huh.
He didn't seem like a very nice guy.
Yeah.
He was a little overweight. And I remember the guy saying to another, when he arrested me, he goes, "Fat guy's on a roll." So he was just,
Fat guy's on a roll.
That should be your motto, dude.
Let me ask you this. Did you
Are they hiring?
when he busted you, did you happen to say to him, "Hey, I'm going into the Army"?
Yeah. I
I'm
said,
sure you opened with that.
yeah, I said, well, I'm going to
I
the
don't
Army.
fight for your freedom to.
And I'm scared this is going to mess me up. He said, this is going to mess you up or you're going to mess you up. Meaning, well, this is your fault.
You've made your bed.
I gotta say, 2000, a cop, young kid, going in the Army. If he wasn't a real dickhead, he would have done something to help you
How
out.
you gonna believe this guy? He's got open beers and he's high. You believe this guy? He can say anything to get out
I
of
think
the
he could have
situation.
checked it out.
Could have checked it out.
I'm glad he didn't.
Yeah, no kidding.
I would have been in boot camp, when September 11th happened. So, and people, because I've talked about this before, some people have trashed me, and I was like, I'm not trying to act like I was trying to be a hero. I really was going for free college,
benefits,
for
yeah.
money.
Of course.
Yeah. I thought, I was real dumb, and I thought, who's going to mess with America? You know what I mean? I thought, we're never.
We're killing it. Dude.
yeah.
Wow, who's gonna mess with him?
all right.
What are they gonna do?
We'll
Huh?
never be at war again.
Couple of years in Hawaii, no big
Yeah.
deal.
I mean, I worked with a guy at Papa John's, and he told me how he was in the Navy, and he told me how fun it was, and
Wait, he was in the Navy and he's back at Papa John's. So, I mean, you could have just bypassed the Navy and stayed at Papa John's.
I wasn't connecting a lot,
You're
Plus,
high.
I picture you at boot camp, everybody with their head shaved,
Yeah,
and you looking just like
picture
that.
him
yeah.
just
You
like
got the
that.
hat on?
yeah.
What you yelling for, man?
Yeah, I don't think it would have been good for me.
Yeah, no, I think of course that's okay. So Office Depot. Then what was the string of jobs?
Well, from
Papa
there, it was
John's.
Papa John's and Office Depot were my only jobs
Okay.
until I left Opelika, which was my hometown.
Right.
Opelika.
In
And then
2003.
2003.
to Charleston.
To Charleston, South
And then
Carolina.
I transferred with Office Depot.
Whoa.
You got corporate involved.
Did they pay for your move?
No. They didn't pay for my move, and there was no raise. So, my rent went way up.
Yeah, cost of
And
living.
I got no raise.
Wow.
But I was Employee of the Month the second month I was there. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
The other Office Depot in Opelika, they were threatening to fire me for insubordination, they said. And I said to them, I don't even know what that means. And
What were you doing?
Well,
Other than getting high in the morning.
there were, there was a the receiving manager position went away, and then I took that guy's job, and then that guy became a different manager. It was like he just was,
Had it in for you.
yeah, he was all over the place, like calling me out for boxes, and I go, I know where everything's at here. Don't worry about
I
it.
got my own system, Dale.
Got the bends with the erasers, with the outlets. This place is a mess.
And I was like, I yelled at the guy,
can't find
and
nothing.
then they took me into the office, and they said that to me. We could fire you for insubordination. I go, I don't even know what that means.
Speak English, please,
Yeah.
okay? I'm about to join the Navy.
And then it got
You
my
speak American here, lady.
my mom worked at the Office Depot
Wait,
too.
Dude, that is such a dirtbag thing.
Your
when
mom
multiple
worked there?
generations of a family work at the same place that's not a family business.
Yeah, and
She worked at the same store?
yeah,
Who got who the job?
she worked there first.
Okay.
She got me the job.
Uh-huh.
And
It's tough to get your mom a job. That's
Yeah.
a tough look if that
Yeah.
was the other way. Okay.
She's
And-
good people, man.
A guy
She
yelled.
was the one that was about to fire you.
A guy yelled at my mom in there one day, a customer.
Whoa.
And my mom was crying in the break room, so I went out and I yelled at that guy.
Nice.
Good for you.
My manager was helping him put a chair in his trunk, and I yelled at the guy.
All right. So there's always another layer to this.
Yeah, and then the manager started yelling at me, and I was like, "Oh, you wouldn't let anybody talk to your mom that way." And he was like, "Well, my mom's dead," and I was like,
What the
"Well,
fuck?
that's not the time to bring this up."
This is my deal, Dusty.
And
to close this guy on an ergonomic chair.
I got to say, though, your logic, from what I'm hearing, is not wrong. You also have to add in small town mannerisms, small town behavior. In a small town, that is something that's acceptable. Sir, we don't yell at people's moms like that.
My
That's what I'm
mom's
saying.
dead. That's not my problem, Randy. that's not the crux of the issue. I'm sorry for your
Yeah,
loss.
I'm real sorry about that, man. I apologize.
and then he fired me in the break room, and then my mom.
Did he have the authority to do that?
Yeah, he was the manager. He was the store manager. And then my
And you
mom
worked there.
My mom came back there, was trying to cool it down. I go, well, he just fired me, and then my mom starts crying again, and then he hires me back.
Hey, Dusty, I apologize. I was heard about the mom comment.
Gives you a 10% raise, 2 weeks vacation.
I'm going to go ahead and reinstate you.
And then the customer that I yelled at brought my mom flowers the next day.
Whoa. See, that's
Yeah.
small town.
Oh, I'm crying.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude. That's so funny. Oh, dude, a
what
lot
I'm
went
saying.
down in that break room.
Yeah, I mean, these guys,
That's so funny, dude. Okay.
I get fired up. I mean, when if people are rude to my mom, I get
you
really
can.
fired up.
You can.
I yelled at a guy at a movie theater one time. I forget exactly.
Trying to pick up your mom might be the problem.
She could be, but
My mom was playing her music loud in the middle of the theater.
But I don't know, it's like some usher guy or whatever. And he was real rude to my mom, and I was like, "What?
Yeah, it's
there's no
crazy.
reason for you to be rude to my mom,
Man, you can't grill in here. I told you 4 times. She's got dogs going. Shut the fuck up. They're almost done. No, I'm with you 100%. And that does create a bad situation,
Hot as shit.
especially in customer service.
And it is, yeah, you're right though. It's like if even if your mom's in the wrong, you're like,
It's
oh,
still,
yeah.
don't
no,
yell
of
at
course.
my mom.
yeah, don't
course.
fucking talk to her like that. I don't
Yeah.
care what
Yeah.
she did.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay. So,
So-
the move to... Sorry to cut you off.
No.
The move to Charleston.
Yeah, I moved. I just was ready to, do something else.
What
Did
was...
you-
yeah, go,
Did you
please.
know anybody in Charleston?
I moved with a friend, and
Okay.
we wanted to move to Savannah, Georgia.
Right.
Because Savannah had come to our Savannah
Ran out of gas money.
Savannah College of Art and Design had come to my high school, and I was like, this is cool. and it was really expensive, so I was never going to go. But I thought it'd be cool to just be in Savannah. This is my logic.
I'm with you.
And we went and visited, and my friend's dad lived in Charleston, which was 2 hours away. So we go, well, let's go visit his dad. And then his dad was like, told him he could get him a job at the hospital. So
that's good work if you can get it.
Yeah, and we were like looking at the city, and there were these girls selling Italian ice, which were very attractive. And I was like, this is enough for me. I can
out of town girls.
I got nothing going in Savannah.
Was that the first time you saw Italian ice too?
It was, yeah. I didn't know what it was, but I was like, this is what I'm talking about.
It's cool. It's refreshing.
They got frozen Kool-Aid out here. You believe that shit?
He's Italian, so what do they think of next? They're greasy, and I don't trust them, but they're good. They know their way around a frozen treat.
Italian ice. It's colorful. Tastes sweet.
Dusty.
Couple of hot bronze. Some water ice. And sold you on a move.
Like when you were supposed to move to Savannah.
But I loved it. I was like, this is enough for me.
Yeah. That's great.
I say this all the time. He'll get annoyed. I went there once over a Labor Day weekend. Spent a long weekend in Charleston. Love it.
It's a great spot.
Unfucking believable.
What was the dwelling that you moved to? What was the living situation when you got there?
Well, me and my buddy, we moved to just a regular apartment.
Charleston proper or outside?
Outside of town.
I figured.
Called West Ashley is what it was called.
Okay.
And still a Charleston address, but it's called West Ashley. And
He's big on the addresses.
Yeah.
You don't have much going on. You're really defined by what's on your license.
I'm a zip code man.
It is true, though. Now I live in Nashville, and it's in Davidson County, and I moved to Hendersonville for a little while, and I had a different county on my tag, and I didn't like it. No,
okay.
I was like, no, I want to be
back.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
So me and my buddy, he moved his girlfriend up right away. This was not part of the plan. Me and my buddy had a whole plan. And then immediately he moves his girlfriend up.
We're supposed to get them Italian, bro.
And they're hanging out. And now I'm alone. I'm making no money. I moved from a town where I knew everybody to knowing nobody. And I got no money. And I'm just hanging.
Chilling.
And me and my buddy, we lasted together maybe 2 months.
Wow.
And then I moved out.
To where?
In the meantime, I took an improv class.
Oh, okay.
Because I was
Charleston.
In Charleston, I was like, I need to meet people.
And you're working at
Office Depot in North Charleston. Everybody there's old, and I can't, and I'm trying to get them to come drink with me. I just need a friend. None of the old guys will drink with me.
Sure. What's the car at this point getting you from A to B?
I'm driving a 1999 Saturn. It's
not bad.
4-door, dark blue, gray bumpers.
What year are we talking?
99.
What year?
It's
2003.
Oh, that's pretty good. Really
It's a nice-looking car.
Okay.
It's stick shift, no power steering.
Man.
Real hard to drive. And,
Sure, okay.
But, none of these people will hang with me. So I'm like, I need friends. So I took an improv class. And one time, a guy in the improv class stood up and said, hey, my roommate moved away. I need a roommate. So I was like, oh, I'll move in. And so I moved in with this guy, and it was great.
You like beers?
Yeah. Yeah, and me and him did drink.
Sure, I figured.
We had a great time, and then he was he was Jewish, and at the time
I ain't never seen.
I had never met a Jewish person.
Italians and Jewish guys, you are.
I had no idea. I'd never understood. Like, I remember
What's your ass look like?
I remember watching the movie School Ties, I think, with Brendan Fraser.
Sure.
Fraser, and and I remember them making a lot of, like, Jew jokes about him. I'm like, I don't understand what's happening here. Yeah. And but I moved in.
Probably not the best first introduction to Judaism.
Yeah, right. Or the movie Mississippi Burning. Remember that movie? That movie was filmed. All the downtown scenes were filmed in my dad's hometown.
You met Gene Hackman.
We mentioned that.
I met Gene Hackman,
you met somebody that day.
R.I.P.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
the great Gene Hackman.
But yeah, I mean that it really played no role. But it was significant to me. I'd never met a Jewish person, and now we're like roommates.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
culture. You're moving big city. You're moving up. You're learning.
Yeah, he's from Ohio. I don't think I knew anybody from Ohio. I mean,
I did sleep with one eye open for the first month.
It was all a big deal for me. And then I started taking improv, and then I got a restaurant job. I eventually got a job working at Hyman Seafood.
Doing what there, though?
I was a food runner.
Okay.
Big food scene in Charleston.
Huge.
I talk about it all the time.
Huge. I took a resume in. I made a resume, and I took them to all these restaurants in town. I got at one place. I asked for a waiter job, and they said, well, we're hiring cooks. And I go, all right, I'll take that. And they go, sounds like you want to be a waiter, though. I don't know what we're doing here, though.
Or else you're looking for head of accounting? All right, I'll do that. I smoke weed on the job.
You change the jacket real quick.
It's cool. My roommate's Jewish.
Yeah, I can get help if I need help.
He's great with numbers. Okay.
So I took the job as a food runner. With a promise to be a waiter eventually. And I got a haircut. I had long hair at the time. So I actually went, I got a haircut, and then but wasn't necessary. The guy that hired me had long hair. So that's
coming with a crew cut.
Sir, yes, sir.
But then I met drinking buddies. And this is, I was
working good about that.
Yeah.
Meeting, drinking
I was
buddies.
working downtown. I was doing improv. So I was now meeting people that I could go drink with. And this was really good for me. This was really fun. I remember drinking and driving like the first time, being like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this, And then I made it home. So the next time was a little easier. The next time was a little easier.
We don't condone that out there.
Of course.
But
well, it's so weird. You talk to people now, and they're way against drinking and driving.
Oh, you'd be locked up for even saying that now.
Yeah.
Let's,
And I'm not saying it's good.
No,
and
it's just a different time.
But they don't even understand that everyone was doing that.
Yeah.
That's what was going on out here.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, there's a good chance that if you see construction workers in a van or a pickup truck 4 o'clock or, 4 o'clock on a Friday, there's a sixer rolling around in there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I remember working with a guy, and we left work, and he had a cooler and popped up and some beers in the car, and I was like,
that was big time.
There was another guy with us who was like, he got real nervous. And I was like, this is what I'm talking about. This guy's my boss here?
My boss is giving me beers?
Yeah. But so I really started to drink and get into it. And I was like 21.
When you're working in a restaurant.
Jesus, we've made it 2 years.
I know, it's nuts.
In 40 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Well,
it's a good thing. No, it's a good thing.
Well, I'm 21 now, and I'm like, I'm really getting into it. And then I'm not fitting in so well in Charleston. I'm coming straight from a trailer park to this
little more refined city.
Yeah,
urban folk.
I'm not really fitting in, and I got deep-seated insecurities that I feel like I've, dealt with later in life. But at the time, I'd be drinking, I'd be having a good time, and then I would think someone was judging me, and then I would, get mad at them. I would get mad at them, and I would start a fight, maybe not a physical fight, but a verbal altercation many times. I would get kicked out of bars.
What was it like? What are you looking at?
Really?
Or you're not better than me?
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, this guy's got a problem here, huh? And then my friends would be like, I don't think so. I think he's just...
That's a Mike Ditka cutout. What are you talking about?
And,
this guy's got a problem. You're sitting there. This guy's got a problem.
He's looking in the mirror.
And, and I'm a Christian, right? But
I will slap somebody.
But I would get into religious debates with people in the bar sometimes when I was really drunk. And I remember a guy, getting in my face about something at a bar one time. We were talking, and then I took my hand and I shoved his face back. And he goes, oh, that's real Christian-like. And then so I did it again, and then I got kicked out.
But I nailed his hands to the wall.
Yeah. But so, I mean, that's the kind of thing that I would just, keep doing for a long time.
Yeah.
In Charleston.
And I lived on Folly Beach for a while. I moved down to Folly. I lived downtown at a place called Sergeant Jasper, which was a big building that I could now bike to Hyman's.
Okay. Is this near the French Quarter? Because that's all I really know.
No.
No? Okay.
No, more.
I get it. You've been to Charleston.
I like it there. I'm sorry. As he's talking now, I'm fantasizing about moving down there.
You went to Slimans or whatever.
It's great. It is
It's
great.
awesome.
Charleston's great.
You ever go to Henry's?
Henry's? Yeah, I've been to Henry's.
Have you ever had she crab soup down there?
Yeah, Hyman's. We used to have she crab soup.
See?
Yeah.
Told you it was real.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
stuff.
a little originally made from the egg roe
Yes.
of crabs. That's where it gets the she from.
Uh-huh.
And then they put a little sherry in there.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Gang, the show is sponsored by Liquid IV.
Say it again, sister.
This show is sponsored by Liquid IV. Our whole lives are sponsored by Liquid IV.
Sure.
Because we're sucking it down, baby. We love it. Listen, if you work out, if you do that sort of thing,
if that's your cup of tea.
sure, that's fantastic. But let's
Good
talk
for you.
turkey,
Yeah.
okay? You're out with the boys. You're hungover. You started going from beer to liquor.
Listen, you're
Then
down
you
to
made a phone call. Now it's 4 in the morning. You're stuffing down a piece of pizza. Do yourself a favor. When you get home, have a Liquid IV before you go to bed. It's going to hydrate you. Hydrate you 3 times faster than water. And if you got the sickies, I know it's not really the sicky season, but sometimes around this time of year, that air conditioner starts to really get to your sinuses. You don't feel well. I'm telling you, right. Listen, here, Liquid IV is just the absolute best. Better than everything else. So if you're looking for hydration solutions, go with Liquid IV. Delicious flavors, sugar-free options. What are we doing?
Savor the last bits of summer with Liquid IV. You tear it, you pour it, you live more. Go to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your first order with the code GARBAGE at checkout. That's 20% off your first order with the code GARBAGE at liquidiv.com. Do it.
Yeah, but, so that's what I would, I just would
Back
drink.
to slapping people.
And then I'd do happy hour. We'd get off work, at 4. We'd
Have
go
you
to
been
happy
promoted
hour.
to server yet?
Yeah, it took about 9 months, which was like people would come and, when you get hired as a server, you have to run food for 3 days and you have to host for 3 days. Oh. So people would come in and I would go, "Oh, you a new food runner?" And they go, "No, I'm a server." And so I was just getting bypassed because I was a good food runner. It's hard to find good food runners.
So they wanted to keep you.
They don't want to promote you because they're like, well, yeah, sure.
That is
we
dirtbag
get
mentality.
plenty of servers, but we don't get a lot of good food runners.
That's true.
So I kept getting bypassed. Eventually, I made it in. And then, you go to happy hour. I've wrecked a bike in the daytime many times.
Sure.
Like with a Nokia phone, I'll be on the phone, wreck the bike, the phone goes into a million pieces. You put it back together,
That
call them
faceplate,
back.
yeah.
Those things were indestructible.
And then I moved to Folly Beach. So then I would, now drink and drive a lot to Folly Beach.
Yeah.
It is like you get off work, you go drink, and then you get in your car and go home. And there's no one to drive you because they're all drunk too.
Sure.
There was no Uber, no Lyft. We did have a cab service, but you just had a number and you would call them, and you don't know when they're coming.
Yeah. All right. And they're never like overly kind. It's
No,
just
they're
like,
so rude.
Yeah. It's just like some dispatcher like, nah, I'll be 45 minutes, hon.
Yeah, and you're like, wow.
Now, I am screaming Bible verses at him over the phone.
Yeah. I did get beat up one time. I should have been beat up regularly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, me too.
because I don't think I'm a fighter. I'm just mouthy. I just really,
Get a little lippy.
yeah, and especially when I'm drinking. And I did
316 says.
I did yoga for the first time one day. One morning I got up and I did yoga for the first time at a Planet Fitness or something
Down there?
in Charleston.
Okay.
And then I went to work and worked my shift and then went to happy hour. And I was supposed to go on a date with a girl. She stood me up. So we had some sake at a sushi place.
Man, this
And
guy,
then-
tough small town. He's got Jewish
Sake.
guys, people from Ohio, and sake.
Is that the first time you had sake?
Probably so. Charleston was the first time I had sake. My brother-in-law makes fun of me for saying that I didn't even know what Chinese food was when I was a kid. But so I
that true?
Come on, put that together. though.
he says, but I was a kid.
Do you remember the first time you had Chinese food?
I don't remember.
Huh.
But I do remember that, I really discovered seafood working at Hyman's.
Right.
Like, I had only had salmon patties and tuna out of a can prior to. So when I saw my first tuna steak, I was like, in my 20s, I was blown away. I was like,
Buddy,
oh,
that
this
ain't
is
done.
this is a full fish here.
Yeah, I think I was too about in my 20s, the first time I had a tuna steak. Like
Yeah,
actual-
late teens.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we would have salmon like crab cakes, but salmon.
No, I gotcha.
And then I never really had seen a salmon fish.
Did you ever mess with a salmon fish? I've never heard of it. It's just salmon.
As opposed to a salmon mousse.
Salmon burger. Dang, this one's in the water? Did you mess with imitation crab meat ever?
I don't think so.
Okay.
We weren't really doing crab stuff.
Okay. It's not butt stuff.
We
My mom.
weren't freaks.
My mom said my grandfather's favorite food was the salmon patty.
Okay.
So we would have that.
What a weird origin. The lore of that. Pappy loved them.
Would you get them frozen?
No, I guess you get salmon out of a can, and then she would kind of make the patty.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's worse than I thought. I thought you were at least getting
No.
Gordon's frozen or something.
No.
Hey, you get hamburger, you dye it red, pack it up.
That's a land salmon we got there.
No. My mom does a lot of things well, but she is not a cook. She is not a cook.
Start some fights at office.
Yeah.
Starting trouble again.
I'm in the break room, microwaving my salmon burger. Okay.
So,
Drinking sake, girl stands up.
and then we go. We end up at kind of a fratty bar up King Street. It was as far as you could go on King Street back then. Now it's like well expanded. I mean, it's become a real hot spot. And we were dancing.
She's really angling for the key to the city of Charleston. Is that by the French Quarter by any chance? Was that by my hotel?
And
Fort Sumner. I know Fort Sumner, too.
Oh, yeah.
You ever hang out there?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I did go out there one time. I saw some dolphins when I was out there.
Yeah.
You could see them from the... It's great.
I went out there.
That's bad eating.
It was so hot out there.
Yeah, it's so hot.
I would have gave up in 2 seconds.
So
if I was
wet
stuck out
heat,
there.
they say.
Yeah.
And,
Now on Netflix.
There we go.
Good. Kids are closer.
There we go.
So, and then we ended up at kind of this fratty bar. We were dancing with some girls that we didn't know, and guys got annoyed
Your
with
life
us.
is girls you don't know.
How are you dancing? How does Dusty
I didn't want to ask.
Yeah.
Classic late 90s, early 2000s, grinding up on people that you don't know.
Just
sort of
bebop
thing.
kind of swaying.
Yeah, not good. Not a good dancer. And a guy confronted me. I yelled at him. A guy grabbed me from behind. People started kicking me. And on the ground.
Was it the Yakuza? Who leads with kicks?
I don't know. I was
that
getting
damn
beat up.
sake.
But then I got out of the bar, and I was mostly fine. I could have just gone home. But I saw two of the guys on the corner, and I thought, well, I'll go confront them about this. And then they beat me up on the corner.
You showed them, huh?
Do you remember the thought process of? Were you trying to get
You
physical?
keep running your mouth, and the two of you are going to kick my ass.
Yeah, no, I don't know what I was doing. I was
Okay.
just too drunk, and my pride was hurt, and I was like, I'm going to let them know. So both of my eyes were swollen shut. No blood, though. They didn't break the skin.
Okay.
No.
That's a weird goalpost to have.
No broken bones. No messed up teeth.
Rough drive home.
Yeah. And then
Did that one mostly by feel.
And then my boss that I was also selling pesticides at the same time. I had a job working for a company selling pesticides.
While you were waiting tables?
Yeah, I was doing. It was a seasonal job.
He was running.
So I was. Yeah, I
Are
was
you still running?
I was doing 7 days a week. I was doing 4 days selling pesticides, 3 days food running.
Okay.
And that's what I was doing.
Pretty good cash, probably. You're doing well.
Yeah, I was husling it.
Yeah.
I was doing what I had to do.
Selling the pesticides, did you have to go into an office?
Went into Lowe's and Home Depot, and we were like sales reps for the company. And my boss was
Giving out free sample.
a guy.
Take a shot at that.
A guy named Stu Barber who used to play NFL with the Buffalo Bills way back, and he was like, he just passed, but he was like late 60s when I worked with him. And I remember him
selling pesticides?
Yeah, he was like semi-retired selling pesticides. I don't think they were making.
Sure, yeah. I was curious. You said I wasn't sure if you were on the Bills at some point.
No.
Okay.
But I remember him
Returning
making fun
punts.
of me about it, about the black eyes. He goes, I thought you Alabama guys could fight. And I was just like, well, I guess not. I mean, I don't know. I got beat up.
But those two guys could fight better.
Yeah. Who knows where they were from? I don't know.
Could have been Ohio.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, man.
But so,
All right.
and I was living on Folly Beach, and I remember I used the driving thing. I was in this gas station. I drove home from downtown, and I was at the gas station. I was just loud talking with the cashier the whole time. I thought I was the only guy in there. I'm just loud talking, and all throughout the store, just small talk, and then clearly drunk. And then I get to the register, and there's a cop standing there, and I go, well, okay. And then I kind of get it together, and then I go out and get in the car, and the cop comes out, and he goes, hey, you can't drive. And I go, yep, my keys aren't in the ignition,
Dead giveaway.
I used that line.
Yeah.
They weren't, but I go, you're right, And then this guy was very nice. I lived a block away, and he helped me push my car into a parking spot.
There you go.
And then drove me to my house.
Oh, that's nice.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
So that's Southern hospitality.
That's
right
some
there.
early 2000 stuff. Right
Yeah.
there. I don't think that's happening anymore.
No, I don't think so.
And so,
Hey, you can't drive.
so I said,
Hey, buddy, I was just inside. You are fucked up. I know, officer.
But another time, this was
Jesus Christ.
I was at Halloween. It was Halloween. I was dressed up, and I was there was this girl
What
that
were
I
you dressed up as?
Well, I don't like to say. As I say,
An
I'm a
alcoholic.
Christian, but I dressed up as kind of like a demon character.
Okay.
And I live in a lot of shame about it. I don't like that I did it.
Why? That's okay. It's Halloween.
It was
No, it
Harry
didn't-
Potter.
It didn't.
It's sorcery. I don't condone this sorcery.
But I had.
I dressed up as my Jewish roommate.
But
Don't tell my mama.
but we had red
That's
paint.
me, Barry. What?
I had hair on my chest and everything.
Guys, it's me.
But I had red paint. I painted myself up totally red, and
That's a wild swing, man.
yeah. And there was a girl that I worked with that I kind of had a crush on, but she had a boyfriend. And then she's dressed as
Wait till
like
she sees me in red.
well, she's dressed as like a schoolgirl. We were always kind of flirty. I felt like she had a thing for me, but she had a boyfriend. And then she tells me at the party that they broke up.
That's
So
prime time.
Me and her just start making out, and
Nice.
it is the
No
best.
kidding.
And she's wearing white, and she has red paint. We come out of this room, and she has a red paint all over her face, and it was great. And then we decided, let's get out of here. But my roommate had
We
drove.
said we get home and wash this off.
Your roommate had drove.
Right, so we had to get.
Is this still the Jewish guy from improv?
No, new roommate.
Okay.
Total alcoholic roommate. He's my best drinking friend that I ever had.
Mm-hmm.
He would, if he could actually tell his story, he would do a great job on this podcast because he, I don't want to call him garbage, but he's been through some stuff.
Gotcha.
And I had not seen him in about 10 years, and we just hung out when I was back in Charleston, and I was like, wow, you have really been through it.
Is he still boozing?
Rehab, jail. He's still boozing.
Respect.
He likes to tell me I'm not drinking as much, and he had 4 bourbon and cokes while we were hanging out.
That's not that much.
Which I'm not mad at him, but when people are like, "Yeah, I'm not really drinking that much," and you're like throwing them back, he pulled up with a mug of his own drink and then had a few. It's like, nah, you're still doing it.
Yeah.
And it's okay,
Of course.
but you
I'm not one
are
to judge.
still doing it.
Sure.
by definition.
He told me that he got into making meth at some point, and in a trailer, like air conditioners, you'll have this big vent system. And I don't know how to describe it, but it's big. He said he thought the cops were coming to get him, so he took that off and got inside and hid in the vent system for a long time because the cops weren't coming.
Sure.
He
So
was
he
just
was just
fucked
in there
up.
waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
he's still doing it.
So this is that's my roommate at the time, and we're
Got it.
like the best drinking buddies.
Also, to go back on his scale, he's not really doing it then.
Very
He's had
true.
4 bourbon and cokes, and he's not hiding
Yeah.
in the HVAC
He's
system.
not cooking
Yeah.
no more.
He's not
Right.
doing it.
Right.
He's not cooking no more, Dusty.
That's true.
He
That
might
is
as well
true.
be a priest.
He's on. Yeah, he's gone high, and now he's coming back down.
Yeah.
And but me and this guy, we couldn't embarrass each other, and that is what makes a good drinking buddy to me. It's like
Sure.
I had friends that I had a buddy. He would always give me one of these. Like if I were getting out of control, he'd go, "Hey, And my other buddy
Fuck
was
you.
like, amp it up. You know what I mean? He's like, we would get kicked out of a bar and laugh our way down to the next bar. We didn't care.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful thing. And he also could fight. So it was really nice to have him on my team. because, you know, I wasn't worried about it.
Hellraiser.
I'm like, I can say anything I want. This guy's got me. Or at least he's going to make the person think that he's got me.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful. I loved it.
Talk about two dirtbags.
They did
at the right time.
end up beating up a guy really bad one time, and then our friendship kind of ended because they got scared and kind of moved out of town. But
Johnny Cash.
this is not me.
Okay. All right. So now you're dressed as a demon character.
And we're like, we got to get. I just want to give you a
don't have
little
a car,
backstory
though.
on
Yeah,
this
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Of course.
So it's his car, but he let me drive.
What kind of car?
It's like a Chevy Corsica Cavalier, something like that.
Okay.
It's a 2-door. It looked all right. He had a real raggedy car one time, and it had a busted windshield, and he got pulled over, and the seatbelt law had just come in effect. And the cop comes up to his window. My buddy was real cocky, and he goes, seatbelt, huh? The cop's like, well, yeah, that, and busted windshield, and expired tag.
Muffler hanging off. Sparks flying out.
You're dragging a deer, man.
And his car got towed, and he had to call down to the tow company, and they go, what kind of car is it? He goes, little piece of shit.
Yeah, we got it.
And so this was his next car, and we get in the car, and we're leaving. And then we're pulling into this neighborhood, and there's a bunch of guys out in the road. I turn down this road. The girl's in the passenger seat. I'm in the driver's seat.
You're taking her where? Back to your place?
Back to my place.
Right.
And I'm so excited.
Sure.
And I'm driving, and there's a bunch of guys in the road. And these guys are, like, waving to tell me to stop. And I'm like, well, I don't know what they're up to, but I'm not stopping here. I don't know what this is all about. And it turns out I was going the wrong way down a one-way street. And I met a cop as I'm going down. Me and the cop went around each other on the one-way.
So I yelled to him, buddy, you're going the wrong way. You fucking dumbass. I got out of town trimming the car, dude. Trying to kill me?
I'm the Prince of Darkness.
And I'm painted red.
Oh, that's right. You're dressed up like a demon.
So I pull over. I take the next turn.
He's got a schoolgirl covered in red paint. It looks like she's been murdered, probably.
I turn to the right. I make the immediate turn to the right, and I go, let's get out. I turn the car off, take the keys out of the ignition. My buddy in the back, he goes.
He's in the car.
Yeah, he's like, I'm staying. And he just laid down in the back. I got the keys. Me and the girl get out. We go walking back down the same street we just came down. We walk for a little bit, and then I go, all right, it's probably good now. So we start walking back to the car, and the cop is sitting right next to our car with his little car light on the car, and we just walk right by.
Wow.
And they never said anything to us.
Nice.
And, yeah, she lived near there, so we went back to her house, and it was the most exciting thing that had ever happened to her, I think.
Sure.
And she rewarded me, and it was the best.
With some sweet loving.
It was the best. Actually, we got her car, and then my friend now doesn't have keys, and he gets out of the car at some point and starts walking, and now we can't find it. It ended up being a real... We drive
the cop
it.
didn't see him in the back seat?
No.
Not a good cop.
No, he
drove
just kind of looked.
Drove by the devil. Didn't pull him over, going the wrong way. Didn't pull him over. Then loses him. Then sees the devil walking with a schoolgirl.
But it probably got spooked.
It's the old key out of the ignition trick.
That's not.
It saved me 2 times in my life. And so we have to go find my friend, and he's on the interstate on-ramp. I'm driving.
Walking?
Walking.
Where's he going?
He's trying to merge. He's doing this. I'm coming in.
What's he walking back to your place?
I don't know. And then I see him, so I make a U-turn, but we're on a one-way, so I make a U-turn into oncoming traffic. I pick him up, and we drive, and then we get into a fight in the car.
Logically.
And then I drop him off, and then we go back to my house, and it's like I had no regrets about the whole thing.
Wait, is the girl with you still?
She's still we're in her car now.
Okay, so did you guys go inside, hang out, and then go back out and do this?
We just went in her house and got her car, and then we went to my place.
All right, so this is pre-coitus, as they would say.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it built up.
Wow,
A lot of tension.
really did.
Cops.
Honestly, by the time, because we had to go find my friend, and by the time we got back to my house, I really thought, well, she's probably over this by now, and I was really disappointed, but She wasn't.
Did you wash all that shit off your face?
Not right away. I mean, we had, we got to it. And then, and then I did wash it. I put some kind of lotion on my face before I put the paint on my face, so it came off my face really good.
That's pretty good.
But my arms, it didn't. So I had to go to work the next day, and I had, like, really red arms. I looked sick.
Down to Fort Sumner, got sunburned.
That she crab soup is bad.
But, I mean, that's what my whole 20s was basically just one drunken, I would black out a lot, and I would, I would go to happy hour. I'd go to brunch, drink mimosas, and then, at noon switch to bourbon, and, I'd go throw up outside and come back in. And
I've done that happy hour.
You were really getting after it.
Now, at this
I
point,
loved it.
You're making okay money, you know what I mean? You're hustling.
Are you? Are you doing all right? Do you have money
I
saved up?
Are you saving or are you just drinking through this?
Sounds like he's drinking through
I'm saving a little bit, but I am mainly drinking
You're
through
drinking
it.
through it. That's a good time in your mid-20s.
Yeah, it's like, when you're living in Charleston, it's a tourist destination. It's a beautiful city. You go to these bars at happy hour and the windows are up and you feel the breeze from the sea coming in. You're eating shrimp and oysters and, doing vodka shots, and you're like, this is the life.
Yeah. Don't get better than that.
Clean living.
And then you get on your bike and wreck it. Or you drive out to Folly Beach. This is a thing about drinking and driving that I think people miss. And I don't condone it, but this is what I'm saying.
I got to be honest, it sounds like you do.
When you got a good...
Take your keys out of the...
you got a good buzz going on, and you're driving, and you're going across a marsh, and the sun's setting, and you're smoking a cigarette... You're like, you're listening to one of your favorite songs. You're like, this feels good.
Good song sig going.
Yeah, you could do that without the booze.
Well, now I do that now, but man.
When did you quit drinking?
2012. So at 29.
You made it your whole 20s.
My whole 20s, I drank like that. Even starting comedy, we would go do comedy and then just get wasted after.
That was starting comedy. We started in Philly. It was like you're on stage for 4 minutes and you're drinking for 5 hours.
Oh,
that was comedy. Was like it was just in the way of the drinking. You'd have a couple beers, then go on stage, and then start doing shots.
Yeah, and sadly, I mean, so much of my life was an attempt to meet girls, right? So it's like.
That's normal.
Comedy was now this thing where I'm like, oh, if I can get up here and be funny, now I get
something to talk about.
Yes.
Hey, you were the guy.
Yeah, and then you can have drinks, and people buy you drinks. They go, oh, that was really funny, man. Let me buy you a drink.
When you quit, did you quit on your own, or did you?
I did quit on my own. I had a guy.
You just stopped drinking?
Yeah.
Damn.
I had a guy living in the same apartment complex as me. Now, this guy was from Boston. And he was an alcoholic, and he I don't know. This is what he said. My wife has pointed out that because he said he was taking some time away from his family to, get sober, and
so he's there by himself.
Yes,
okay.
But it's like my wife was like, well, don't move to a party city if you're like, I need to get sober.
Sure.
But this guy, big Neil Young fan, he had a boat called Crazy Horse because
he moved to get away from his family to sober up, and he gets a boat in a town he's temporarily staying in?
I think I don't know. Either he bought it or he brought it.
Okay.
But he had...
Still.
So...
You can't get sober on a boat. If you ever been on a boat, you're drinking.
Especially one called the Crazy Horse.
Yeah.
But he pulls up to the apartment complex on the
boat?
On the first night. No, no, that would have been cool.
That's it. You know he's drunk. Parties.
But he shows up.
That would have been awesome.
I'm out on the porch. There's some girls that live in this apartment. I'm hanging out with them. It's one of these apartments where the apartments, it's 3-story. They're on either side, and then there's kind of a breezeway in between.
Gotcha.
So we're out on the breezeway on the balcony of sorts.
You're a big breezeway guy.
Yeah. And because you really feel that ocean breeze through there.
I'm out on the breezeway. I'm having a cig.
And I'm listening to Neil Young. We're jamming Cowgirl in the Sand down by the river, and we're drinking. This guy shows up who has an alcohol problem and loves Neil Young, and there I am, and I greet this guy. I'm like, come party with us, and he does, and me and him end up partying a lot. I don't remember why I brought him up, but he gave me, after hanging out with me for a little while, he gave me the big blue book, the Alcoholics Anonymous book.
Okay.
He goes, I think you might benefit from this.
Sounds like, buddy, I think you need it. You and the Crazy Horse take a weekend and get some reading.
How about I go to Office Depot? I make some copies of this.
He did need it. I'll tell you that.
Shit. I mean, anybody that's just walking up, sees you standing in a breezeway smoking a cig, listening to Neil Young, goes, "That's my new best friend." That guy's got problems.
Yeah, he was 50. I was 20.
Well,
but
so
this
how
guy,
did he get his boat from Boston to Charleston?
I have no idea.
None of this is
Well, we went out on the boat. I mean, this guy was
Yeah,
great.
you were on the Crazy Horse?
Yeah, he was in a band. I mean, this guy.
He was in a band down there?
In a band, yeah.
There's too much. He's too established
I know.
down there with a boat and a band. I mean, what the fuck?
And, yeah, I mean, he was great. He introduced me to
Wait,
John.
you're already the comptroller of the city? What?
Yeah, he came down
Been here
ready to
2
roll.
weeks to dry out. All right. Well, listen, I mean,
There's a good chance this was all some type of delusion or something.
There is a good chance.
got too dusty stuck in the HVAC system.
There was a lot of fuzziness
Sure.
that went on. But I read the book. I did read the Alcoholics Anonymous book. And when I read it, I was like, oh, okay, I can see a lot of my stuff in there.
In here, okay.
I always felt like, there was, and I don't think of myself as an alcoholic, but I only...
Listen, I mean, to each their own, but I'd go get those glasses checked. Go run them through the optometrist real quick. You and the Crazy Horse. I don't think I got. Also, that guy going, you might benefit from this. What the hell's he got it for? All right, well, it's okay.
But I read it, and I go, okay, there's definitely a lot of
You.
me in this book. There's the binge drinking thing that I didn't think about. Because for me, I didn't really feel like I had withdrawals, and
You
I
could
wasn't.
control it and stuff.
Yeah, but the moment I had a drink,
Yeah.
then I was like, I'm down to do this until I throw up or pass out.
Sure.
I'm into this.
Yeah.
I would black out a lot, where, you just hit a place where your body's still going, but now you're, like, no longer in control.
Yeah, just having a couple is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think. People go, let's go for a couple of beers, and I'm like, why? You know?
Take the weekend.
Yeah, if you're having two drinks.
You got the Crazy Horse
Yeah.
parked out front.
Neil Young's in town.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
No,
I used
I'm
to-
with you on that.
And I loved partying with this guy, and I got he let me open for his band one time. Well, I talked him into letting me open for his band, and
Stand up.
stand
Was it a
up.
cover band or is he doing originals?
He was doing originals
Where? In Charleston?
in Charleston.
Who the fuck was this guy?
I don't know, but he was not from Boston and had a family.
Well, I don't know where he's from. He did bring his family down eventually, but I think they separated again.
Gotcha.
Sure.
So-
Okay.
But he
Didn't like the new stuff.
yeah, he let me open for his band, and then
This is Dusty. He parties. He's going to do a little time up top.
but he
I met him
wanted
in the breeze.
But it ended up being like two bands that I knew, and they were going to let me go in between.
okay.
So
That's a
it
tough
was-
spot.
It was this band and then me. But my friend goes, since I got you this gig, he goes, which I could have got it from the other guy. But anyway, he goes, since I got you this gig, he goes, I want you to do this thing for me. I want you to go up and then go, hey, give it up for these guys. They were really good, huh? And then go, how about one more? How about maybe we can get him to go encore? He goes, get him to chant encore. So
For his band. He was going
for his
first.
band, yeah.
Okay.
So he went, and then I go, that was really great, huh? And I didn't want to do it, but I was trying to get stage time.
Of course.
So I go encore, and nobody in the audience.
I mean, they're the opener. Nobody wants an encore from
is
the opener.
joining in. But I turn around and I see my friend, and he's headed back out. And then the guy over the PA goes, yeah, that's not really how this works. He goes, we got to break down everything, and we got to change it out. I go, okay. So then I go, well, I'll just do my comedy then. So I start telling jokes, and he goes, yeah, that's not really how this works either. We got to.
He's over the intercom?
Yeah, he's like, we got to shut down all these mics. And so my other friend he goes, you know what? Once they get it all switched out, I'll just let you do, 5 or 10 minutes before me. So all of this, and then I bombed for 5 or 10 minutes. It's like a lot went into this for me to just bomb for that.
Struggle.
But that was the point. I was told, you got to bomb. You got to learn how to handle it. So you need to get yourself in all situations.
Good.
So it was good for me,
Yeah, of course.
but, what a mess.
Sure. Well, I mean, in the saga of Dusty Slay, we've made it 10 years.
Yeah.
Which is half of what we made in the first one. So we're, unfortunately, we got to wrap it up. But we've made it to 29. You're now sober up. So next time you return, we'll start 30.
Part 3.
Till now.
Well, I appreciate you guys. You guys are so funny. This is just fun for me to do this because you guys make me laugh.
Oh, thank you.
The whole time.
Thank you. It's all. I mean, you're one of my favorite guests.
I can't believe we only made it 9 years.
9 years.
It's fucking crazy.
And also, we made a jump from like 25 to 29. He's
Sure.
like, well, I was drinking. We kind of breezed over.
All the stories become the same, I feel like.
Listen.
But I like the one about the girl because, the ignition trick. I don't know if that's real.
I don't think you can. You probably can't do it anymore because everything's pushed to start.
Right.
Behind the wheel. You're behind the wheel. That's it.
No, but back in the day.
Demon costume or not.
I would sleep in my car sometimes when I would get too drunk, and I would go, I bet I shouldn't drive home now.
I've done that, yeah.
And
That's
then you
good.
you just kick the seat back, sleep for a bit, wake up, drive home.
bad, yeah.
Sober up.
Well,
Gang, the special, Wet Heat, out on Netflix right now. One of our favorites.
One of my favorites.
One of the best, Dusty Slay. Do you have anything coming up you want the folks out there to know?
Well,
Plug
I'm just touring, and so DustySlay.com is my tour. I got I got Wet Heat on Netflix. I have Working Man, and I got an hour on YouTube. I have a podcast I do called the We're Having a Good Time podcast.
Yes, sir.
So, that's it. I appreciate you guys.
check him
Buddy,
out, gang.
we love you. Keep it. What do you got for him?
And a new hour. So if you watch Wet Heat and then come see me, it's all new jokes.
65 minutes.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. There could be 30 seconds of old material here and there.
You might hear me say, thanks for coming out. How's everybody doing? But how else am I supposed to get into jokes? Give it up for the wait staff, huh? Guys, our tour is starting in September. Get those tickets. We're starting with the West Coast run, Pacific Northwest, and the South, and everywhere. Get your tickets. We love you. We'll see you out there.
Dusty, we love you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. You guys are the best.
We love you, and we'll see you next week. Peace.